going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel if you've been here before, and welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. I'm Jazz, the CEO, and if you've never been to this channel, it's a little bit of lifestyle, safety, security, private investigations. If you don't know, I own a security company called After Hours Security, and we do security, private investigations, and training. So on this page, you'll get a little bit of my home life, business life, and all the things in between. But today, we're talking about the cons of using a taser. So you can use tasers on duty as a security officer or private detective, but you can also use tasers in self-defense as just a regular individual, as just a regular person on the street. But what some people might not know is the bad things about owning a taser, or about having a taser, or taking the taser class. The number one bad thing about taking a taser class has been voided out. You no longer have to be tased to get certified to carry a taser. And I think that was what deterred so many people from actually taking the taser course, is because they did not want to get tased. It's like, hey man, I don't need to get shot to know that getting shot hurts. So people didn't want to do the taser class because they had to get tased, just like people didn't want to do the OC class anymore if they didn't have to, because they didn't want to get OC sprayed. But that's not how it works anymore. You do not have to get tased to get the taser certification. Now, taser certification is good, like I said, for individuals and people who are in the industry. If you rather not carry a firearm and you want to carry something else, a non-lethal choice, then this is the choice that you should have. This allows you to be further away from your opponent, from the aggressor, etc., than a stun gun. A stun gun will have you up close, and depending on your body mass and your height and your strength, you might not want to be up on the person. You actually might want to create space, which I recommend. So a stun gun versus a taser is a projectile, so therefore it will project what needs to get to the other person from wherever you are. Of course, that leads me to my actual number one con of having a taser, is that the ratio from the distance and the accuracy could differ in every situation. And I think that is a con, because if you are too far away, it might not get to the person. If you are shooting at a moving target that's just too much, it might not get to them. And then the accuracy of the voltage and the accuracy of their body weight and their body mass, or the accuracy of the voltage compared to their heart condition, or etc., it's just kind of up in the air kind of thing. I know you've seen videos where the projectile hits a person and it doesn't affect them at all. That is a thing that definitely happens. And so, that's the number one con for me, because the actual number one con has been voided out. You no longer have to get tased. So the new con is that the distance ratio with the accuracy ratio, I don't really think that it's super 100% or even 80%. I think, it's so many factors that go into the accuracy of a taser that, yes, it is a good alternative. And yes, it can definitely be used for non-lethal, and it's a great, choice before your firearm. So it just depends on the situation, how accurate you are, how far away, how close, etc. So you just got to take all those things into account. And then the second con is the price tag on them babies, okay? These things cost about $450. You might get them used, and you might be able to get them cheaper if you get them used. But if you get them used, you don't know why they're really selling. It's just kind of like getting a used car from a private dealer or a private seller. So the price is a little, getting into the security industry is already pricey with training and gear and all this kind of stuff. So this is just another example of that. You pay about $100, $150 for the class, then you got to pay $300 to $450 for the actual taser. And then on top of that, you actually have to pay for the cartridges. Now, if you get a good deal, you might get a taser that comes with cartridges. Might come with one, might come with two, but remember, they're not reusable. So once you use one, that's it. You either only have that one left if you got two, or you use that one that you had and now you have to go buy new ones. So it just becomes a little bit pricey, in my opinion. And so that is con number two. And con number three is that it is battery operated. And I don't drive an electric car because I don't want to keep having to stop to recharge that electric car, right? I mean, I'm good with getting gas and going on my way, but having to make sure that there's some sort of charging space or outlet wherever I travel is a bit too much for me. I'm sure it works for other people, but just like that, I feel the same way about the TASER. So if I'm coming home late, if you're coming home late and you forget to put it on the charger, drop it in your purse, in your bag, on your duty belt the next morning, and you did not charge it, and the situation arises, and now you're pulling that out, and you go to deploy the TASER, and it doesn't work because it's dead. Boy, how upset would you be? How hurt would you be that in a moment where you really needed it, a simple, I was too tired to remember to put, I've forgotten to put my phone on the charger just last night. So I know that that would actually be an issue for me. So you really have to know yourself and know if the TASER is good for you. Is it worth the money? Does it work with the type of job that you do? Does it work in the type of bag you carry, clothes you wear, etc.? Especially if you're doing it just as a civilian, as an individual who's trying to find something non-lethal to carry, and you want something tougher or stronger than a stun gun, a TASER is a good idea, but you have to take all those considerations into consideration. So those are the 3 cons to taking the TASER class or carrying a TASER on you on duty or off duty. See you next video. Make sure you like, share, comment, give me your thoughts, give me your feedback, subscribe, and oh yeah, turn on those notifications.